Hello, welcome to Sunday once again, everyone. How's everyone tonight? Make sure you guys can hear me before I just start jabbering away. Can you hear me now? Yay, okay, good. For those who haven't seen the show before, I'm Danny Ackerman of thedanniapp.com, and we're here every Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And gosh, you guys, with the time change last week, it's really dark here now. I'm not used to that. Kind of feels really, really late. But of course, you guys on the East Coast, it's always dark when my show comes on, right? So no big change. Oh, you guys like the red shirt I wore at the conference yesterday? Yeah, I like that shirt. I like my dark colors, I know. And I got told by one of those, what do you call them? I can't even think of the name of it, but they kind of tell you the colors, you're supposed to wear and stuff, and they told me to wear contrasting colors. So, yeah, I should probably do that more. Well, that's probably a really good excuse to go to the Savers 50% off sale tomorrow, huh? I'm just saying, So welcome, everyone. If you have any issues during the show, anything happens, first thing to do is make sure all your other little tabs are closed, especially Facebook. You guys, you may not know this, but Facebook takes a lot of bandwidth because it's constantly recycling and pulling in stuff. So make sure that's closed down. Unless it's running fine, then you don't have to worry about it. But if there's any other issues, you can write to support@spreecast.com. They're really good at getting back with you and trying to problem solve some of those things. Because usually, everybody's got a different computer connection and different browsers work better and all of that. So there you go. We do record all the shows. You can find them over on my YouTube channel, and we record them by the segment. So if there was just one segment you missed or one that you wanted to go back and watch again, you can just go back and find that segment over on my YouTube channel, which April's putting the URLs right there on the screen for you. But it's pretty much the Danni app. You can find me at the Danni app no matter where you go. I'm pretty easy to find. I was joking. As you guys know, I just got back from Florida, from Orlando, where I went to the CES Conference. And let's see, if I can remember, CES stands for Consult, Expand, and Sell. Because we're all kind of in one or more of those channels in our online businesses. So that's what CES stands for. It was hosted by Jim Cockrum, who some of you know, some of you may not. I want to tell you what a fantastic guy. I met him for the first time when he was the keynote for the eBay radio party this year, and got to sit and have lunch with him and talk to him a little bit more, and I knew I wanted to be involved in the stuff that he's got going on. He's got some great books, some great learning material, just a lot of really great stuff. And he runs his business the way I run mine, and that he doesn't endorse or promote anything he hasn't used himself, read himself, and will stand behind. It's got to be stuff that falls in line with the things that he believes the way they should be represented. And I love that. I love that, love that, love that. And that's what I do with you guys too. You'll never see me pushing or promoting something that I'm not absolutely thrilled with myself. So it was just an amazing conference, you guys. There was so many amazing brains in that room. I can't even begin to describe what it was like. There was an energy in that room, and it was real people. And that's something that's really cool about how this all was done. It was real stories, real people. Yes, Jim got up there and talked too, but there was a lot of hope in that room, because so many of us, we come from all these different backgrounds and think, yeah, well, they've got this great brain for technology and for figuring this stuff out, and they can do that, I can't do that type of stuff, right? And these were people who came from all walks of life, and different stories, and they weren't techie people, and they weren't, you know, high-powered business people or anything like that, and they've made huge successes with their online businesses. And one of the themes that I came away with from that was surround yourself with the right people, the people that are willing to help you, the people that have reached that level of success you want to attain, as well as persistence. Don't give up. Don't give up. Usually the point that you feel like giving up is right there at that point where you're ready to make a breakthrough. And believe me, I have been there. I have been there many times, because if it's not hard, then everybody would be doing it, right? If it was so easy to go out there and have a six-figure eBay business, everybody would have a six-figure business, right? So it's not easy. It does take some perseverance. It takes some trial and error, and it really takes the desire to want to get there. So, I mean, I hope that this gets put out there where you guys can go back. It was running on live stream, and I'm seeing some comments, so many of you got to see some of that or all of that if you stay tuned the whole time. Just if you get a chance, you're going to want to go back and watch that. And I will tell you, as soon as it was all recorded, the whole thing was recorded, I will bring that to you guys somehow, some way, because I think everybody could benefit from watching the material that was there. And it was just great fun. And the other thing for me in that is I get to meet so many people. And Jim, when he first started, there was 300 people registered for this event in this huge room. I took some pictures when I was up on stage on the sourcing panel. I took some pictures out in the room you guys may have seen over on Facebook. It truly was like looking out on a live Facebook. You know, everybody's little profile pictures sitting in the audience was really cool. So getting to put real faces to names was incredible. Sherry, are you here tonight? I haven't had a chance to go down and look down in the picture. There she is. So I got to meet the Sherry Smith, the Disney Queen. There she is, right there in the chat, live and in person. That was a blast. And so many people. Oh my gosh, got to meet some more of my appsters. We got to work on some more niching, and we got to do shopping. I did a Day with Danni event where I took several people to an antique store and some thrift stores. And then we did this little mini power shopping trip at lunchtime on both days. Kat Simpson and I took a group. The first day we had about 50 people that went. We just showed up at this Goodwill and just kind of took over. It was great. And within about a half hour's time, we found a bunch of really awesome stuff. One lady found a $100 book to send into Amazon. We found several pieces, you know, that would be good on eBay that were $40, $50, $60, you know, just in a 30-minute time window with 50 people shopping along in that store. So you guys don't discredit if you've only got, you know, a few minutes to stop in someplace. Do a little power shopping. Time is money. Oh, and before I forget, I'm sure most of you know who Marsha Collier is, but Marsha got married on Friday, so I just wanted to send out a congratulations to Marsha and her new husband, Kurt. They've been throwing their pictures all over social media. It would look like it was a beautiful wedding, and she's enjoying her honeymoon, but still checking into Facebook on a regular basis. So gotta love Marsha and her social media. So big congratulations to them. That is so awesome. I know the wedding pics were beautiful. That looked like just a great time. All right, so you guys, another theme that I got out of this event was you got to take risks. Risks are important and they're scary, but we are in an age where risks can be so calculated. You've got your little handy-dandy smartphones to look stuff up. And if you don't have a smartphone, this is the #1 best investment you can make if you have an eBay business. Get your smartphone or an Amazon business. And, you know, especially, I mean, Amazon, more important than eBay. eBay, you can go a lot on gut, Amazon, you've got to know what those sales figures are and know if it's going to be worth sending in. So you got to have a smartphone. I hear so many of you guys still don't have those. It is an investment you really, 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 really need to make. Really, really. I'm kind of reading your comments over there. And some of you have a smartphone but a terrible network. So, and that may be something to look into. I mean, it's really going to pay for itself. I can't tell you how many dollars this has made me. This thing makes me money. And we didn't have these in the beginning. Oh my gosh, you guys. When this all first started, there was no such thing as a smartphone. It was a phone, could make phone calls, and that was about it. We didn't have smartphones, so really got to get those. Really got to get those. And really, you guys, I mean, there's two big networks. It's Verizon and AT&T. I know some people have some luck on some of the other, you know, the Sprints and all those networks, but you've got to find a network that's really going to work in the stores that you're frequenting the most. You don't want to be left without being able to get online. A little hint, sometimes if your phone isn't working, like in the back of the store when you're trying to scan and stuff, just load your basket with stuff that you want to look up and then go kind of closer to the front of the store and find a spot. A lot of times you can do that. I know, maybe stores will just get around to getting with the program. Yes, yes, yes. Stores just need to get all that online stuff going. It's getting there, guys. Come on, technology is improving every single day. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. This was my first, and I was like going, oh my gosh, I really, really hope this flight has Wi-Fi because I can't imagine a 4.5-hour flight without being able to get on the internet. And it did. Some of you may have seen me like posting on the airplane. I wrote Friday's newsletter article on the airplane. Oh, I don't have it in here. I got one of those little Acer, and I got hair in my mouth, you guys, sorry. I got one of those little Acer Chromebooks. It's got 11.5-inch little screen. That thing was the bomb. The only bad thing was I had to wear my glasses to, you know, work on it. But it's all good. I got it done. It did the job. They're like $200. $200, and you can get online and do everything that you can do online. If you have web-based email, you can get it all there. You can do everything. Google Docs, I wrote the newsletter article in Google Docs and just, you know, typed it all out. All I had to do was copy and paste that onto my regular computer. It was awesome. And plus, I don't know if you guys remember me telling the story. The last time I took my full-size laptop, which is a monster, I had to do something on the airplane, and I had to actually, like, I was overriding into the guy next to me's tray and seat. He was really nice about it, but it was really embarrassing, and I had to like prop it up because it didn't all fit. It was terrible. This little nice little compact, you know, 12-inch laptop, and it's a laptop. It's got a keyboard, the whole 9 yards. It's like a laptop. It's not like a tablet. I can't type very fast on a tablet, even though, you know, they have all their little keyboard stuff. Yeah, so it was cool. And then on the way home, I did even get to watch a little TV, you know, so it was cool stuff. So highly recommend you get your technology up if you really, really want to like start taking those calculated risks. It'll help you develop your gut because you can look stuff up in the stores, and once you've looked it up and you can see yay or nay, that gets stored in your memory banks, guys. And then when you see that thing again, you know. So you really want to be looking that stuff up and not passing stuff by that can make you a ton of money, or you should leave it on the shelf. Just going back to the conference, you know, Jim's whole theme behind his business is bringing dads home. That's very near and dear to his heart, is getting dads out of the corporate world and back with their families. And most of these guys that were telling their stories are only working, you know, 10 to 15-hour work weeks and getting to spend the rest of that time with their families, which is pretty darn awesome. But Kat and I were sitting next to each other in the front row, and we kept going, and moms, and grandmas. We all need to be home. We all need to be home with family, and it's so possible. So possible. Get them all home. So basically, you guys, we can do this. no matter what the economy is, no matter what your circumstances is, no matter what your health issues are, you can build a business that can make you the money that you want to, need to, dream of making. You can do it. You can do it. There's nothing in your way except you. And you guys have heard me say that before. We are our own worst enemies when it comes to making the money we want. We get in our own way. We say we can't do it, or I'm not sure, or all these things. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep just looking in the mirror and saying, I can do this. I can do this. And you will, and you can. So I want you all to go for it. And I need to go backwards now and tell you that this segment was brought to you by Stamps.com, postage from your PC. And you guys know you can get a free Stamps.com account. And April has the link to that. There we go. It's Stamps.com/Danni. Will take you to the free account for eBay sellers. And you can ship your Russia and Brazil and all that good stuff there that other third-party insurance won't insure. Stamps.com will insure that for you. You can get a paid account at Stamps.com at Stamps.com/ is it the Danni app? There we go, the Danni app. I just don't like how Spreecast cuts this off now. Like, I'm used to looking on the screen and looking what you put up there, and it cuts it off. So we're going to have to be careful with those URLs. And just put the URL, April, so that it doesn't get cut off in the video. Because when we record these, that's not going to show. So, love Stamps.com. Just used them several times this week again to send some goodies out. Yep. There it is. Thank you. We'll get used to this new Spreecast format. They've kind of changed everything.
Who let them cows out? Moo, 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 moo.